All right, so we're looking at volume of pyramids, cones, and spheres in this one. Now, as we talked before, volume is the space inside of something. So like we can see these different sized drinks of Pepsi, the volume inside is how much drink you're getting. The bigger it is, the more drink you're going to get, the bigger the volume. So that's what we're looking at as far as volume is. Well, when we look at a cone, this is the volume formula for a cone. It happens to also be the same thing for a pyramid. 1/3 capital B, where this capital B is the area of the base times the height. So as we look at this problem right here, my volume is going to be 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. The height you can see is 9 right there. But the area of the base, this base is a circle. So we got to remember now, area of a circle is pi r squared. So this is going to be pi times r, which is my radius here. Now look, this is 8 all the way across, which means I would divide it by 2, which means that would be 4 squared. And so there's what I would type in. All right, so it's going to be 1 divided by 3, 1/3, times pi, which is 3.14, times 4 squared, and then times 9. That's 150.72, and this was in feet. These are cubic feet, so it's to the 3rd power. Now I do want to show you this. There's a pi button right there, if you notice. So what you could do is you could hit that pi button instead of typing 3.14. But now when you do, it's going to make your answer off just a little bit. So like if I do 1 divided by 3 times, and I hit that pi button, you see it come on the screen there, pi, and then times 4 squared, and then times 9, and then notice here, I get 150.79. It's a little bit off, a little bit, actually it's actually more closer to what the true area is. It's more accurate. But as these numbers get bigger, like this 9 gets bigger and this 4 gets bigger, that would make this be a little bit more off. So I think on some of the problems we have, they use pi instead of typing 3.14. Okay? Pyramids, same formula. Volume is 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. So if you look at this one right here, this is going to be 1/3 times the area of the base, which this is a square, so the area is just the length times the width, which is 16 times 16, or 16 squared. And that's the area of the base, times the height, which the height is 24. And you just type this in. All right, so this is going to be 1/3 times 16 squared times 24, and here's our area right there, or volume, I'm sorry, 2048, and these are inches to the 3rd power, cubic inches. That's how many cubic inches it is inside that pyramid. Here's another one. Okay, volume is 1/3 area of the base. Now my area is length times width, which is 10 times 8. So this is 10 times 8, which is 80, times my height, which is 6. So you just do this right here. So it's going to be 1/3 times 10 times 8 times 6. That's 160. That's inches, cubic inches again. So cones and pyramids, they both come to a point like this. See a cone and a pyramid, they both come to a point, and both of them have the same volume. They're 1/3 area of the base times the height. Now a sphere, this is the volume of a sphere. A sphere is like a ball. Okay, so it's 4/3 pi r to the 3rd power. So in this one, my radius is 22. So this one's going to be 4/3 times pi times 22 to the 3rd power. Okay, now I'm going to type this one both ways. So you see 4 divided by 3 times 3.14 times 22 to the 3rd power. and I get this 44579.63 if I round it 2 places. Now I'm going to use the pi button this time. So this is when I do 3.14. And I type 3. Now if I type pi, all right, it's going to be 4 divided by 3 times pi times 22 to the third power. And look here, I get 44602.24. And you can see how it's off a little bit. Having pi, the button, instead of doing 3.14, see, this is 3, well here, I'll just show you. Here's pi right there, it's 3.141592654, and it keeps on going forever. So it's not just 3.14, these extra numbers is going to be the difference of this being off a little bit. Okay. Now you do have to be aware when you have one of these, like this one here, see this says 4 meters. Well, that's the diameter, which means my radius is going to be half that, which is 2. My radius would be 2. So I'm going to do the volume. It's 4/3 times pi times 2 to the third power. And there you go. I'm not going to type that one in. I'm going to go down to this one here. I'll do this one for the last. Volume equals 4/3 times pi r to the third power. My radius is 6.6. So this is 4/3 times pi times 6.6 to the third power. All right. So when I type this in, 4/3 times 3.14 times 6.6 to the third power. I get this right here, 1203.65 when I round it. Okay, but that's a whole sphere, and this is only half. So I need to divide that by 2. So I just go divide by 2, and there you go, 601.82. And there's my volume right there. Okay, so I think that's it. Lost my cover sheet again. But anyway, that's how you find volume. So if you have any questions, holler at me. I'll try to help you all I can, and we'll try to get through this. So if you need anything, call me or text me, and have a good rest of the day.